All right, do I have audio? I've got audio. All right. I got to 10 songs. I don't need this guitar on. I'm going to take my stuff off, actually. It's a balmy, well, it's warmer now, but it was a balmy minus 12 Fahrenheit, which is like minus 24.4 Celsius. So anyway, it's kind of chilly here. Can't tell you how nice having a heater installed is, because I did it last spring, early summer, and nice air conditioning all summer. I had that, but I didn't have heat. So I just had an air conditioning unit, not heat. Now it's both. So it looks like I'm wearing just a hoodie, but it's actually lined and insulated. So this is quite warm. If it gets any colder, I'll throw on. I got a down jacket that blocks wind. Heavy clothing off. Kind of like putting my hat on sometimes, but you know, I'll leave it off for now. So I write original Christian rock. If I didn't say that in the beginning, I probably did just by habit. I got to 10 songs, 11 actually for the instrumental metal things I do, but I put up 2 albums because I keep putting up the instrumental and then the album containing these songs every time I get to about 10. I was just trying out. I got, I was about to say Spear Drummer 3. That's what I used to have. Well, I still have it, but I've been using Modern Massive 2. Currently, I'm using the Buster Odehome kit. There's 5 of them on here just as presets, and the gain staging on these is perfect. Look at this. So I got this compressor here to just see. Look at the headroom I got on there. It's like hitting it like minus 14 max. So I got the compressor hitting it a little bit, just taming some transients and barely doing anything. That's like standard what I'd always do. I guess I could probably put one on in here. It's just more fiddly, so I just throw one on after the fact. These are really well done. I think this plugin is fantastic because unlike almost every other plugin I ever use, the gain staging is correct, so it's not like too loud out of the box where it's going to be like clipping your master output. So I write stuff, so I should probably start doing that. I had a song idea pop in my head last night. I have no idea what it was, but I got up in the morning sometime because it was like in my head, put it down in my voice recorder, went back to sleep. So let me see here. So I'm using the Thaw amp, also by Odehome. So Modern Massive 2 isn't, it's GGD, but they've got an Odehome drum kit. Get this thing plugged in and tuned. So yeah, this is the Thaw amp. I've been using this a lot because it does heavy stuff real well. I'm just kind of sounding out the notes. So this isn't like what I'm going to actually play per se, but well, maybe it is that what I'm actually going to play. I'm just going to plop on, drop this sucker down to absurd territory. See how heavy that gets? That's crazy. Alright, yeah, it works for me. So I also already put lyrics down because once I got a melody, I can just run with it. Do-do-do. I think I'm just gonna do a plain old right, left track thing. I think I can just recreate that. I gotta tell you, this Thaw amp sounds so good and so convincing tuning down. I'm drop E, like a full octave down. My guitar strings are just in standard tuning. Not one bit of tuning has happened on this guitar aside from putting it in standard. So this is a MIDI library that sounds like a guitar. I layer it sometimes for like easy overdubs without having to do much work. MIDI guitar library, overdubs done, I guess. All right, so now down and down. So I'm going to use this. It's real quick and easy. I like that better than... Did I just accidentally turn that off? Yeah, I did. Stop it. Yeah, I like that better than just an EQ, because like I can kind of like fish around for the sweet spot. It's a filter. That effect does a couple things, but the filter is what I primarily use. I hate to do it, but I think I'm going to recut the chorus part, because the pre-chorus sounds so good that I feel like I'm ruining it by adding too many notes in there. So I just want to do whatever. That end was absolutely wrong. I forgot how to do stuff. Yeah, that'll just sound better, because with all that washy sound, that just, the notes were getting kind of cluttery and stupid. Okay, so in this spot, I'm going to throw in a guitar solo. Possibly missed a note in the tapping section, but I'm not going to worry about it because I'm going to probably turn it down or have vocals over it anyway, so meh. Thing about my guitar solos, by the way, is they're all improv. So I'm in the scale. I know what notes I'm playing when I'm playing them, but if you asked me to recreate one of these, I couldn't do it with a gun to my head, because I just like, dude, I don't know. I just played notes on the freaking scale and I got no clue what just happened. It's muscle memory just guiding my fingers around the scale patterns. Bass guitar has a low octave on it. It's simply a Pog effect in Bias Effects 2. So I also pumped out this MIDI version of the bass, which isn't really exactly perfect, but it's just distortion and it's layering and has a stereo thing. So together. Honestly, let me run this through the guitar bus, because it'll just low cut the thing right away and compress it. I'm not looking for this to provide all the low end. Yeah, so the bass, instead of using some of the fancy new stuff, I'm just simply using an octave pedal. Do I have any automation on this thing? I don't think I do. Okay, that's helpful, because I'm contemplating bumping this out a few measures. I don't even know how many I want to go here. Why are you stupid with your snapping on the grid? Come on, dude. Doesn't seem like I did any damage. In the ballpark, at least, I guess is the idiom. That chord is used in one of the themes for a Legend of Zelda dungeon. I think it's Twilight Princess. I think it's a Temple of Time. It makes me like remember that game. There we go. Cool. That's it. All right, I'm going to delete that drum loop. My battery was getting low on my camera, and I decided to go use the time to get the coffee out of my bladder, and I also cut the drums and plopped on an electronic drum machine sound. I quantized a bit of it, because when it's electronic sounds, it sounds like absolute trash if you're not like right on. Today was a good day for the drums for me, because like I was like on it with some of the kick bounces I was doing. I was like, yes. I normally screw up when I'm getting that kind of thing going, and then I have to reset and play something simple so I don't screw up, but I got it. Where are my headphones? I need to do some vocals, so I already got a melody pre-recorded in here as a reminder. Roughly based this off that, because like It's subject to change as I do it, but I do have lyrics and okay, monitors off. I changed the chorus a little bit and improvised it. It came out spectacular. I was like, I made the decision halfway through. I was like, I am not going to try and recreate this because it just ain't happening. It won't be close enough. So I'm going to do this. And then where'd I cut that? I think it was... Probably going to load that with effects, but we'll see. Maybe not. The lyrics I put down are going to be copy-pasted to the bottom of the description box. You can't understand what I'm saying when I get up there in range, scream, and that sort of thing, especially now because I keep loading on effects on my vocals. It's middle of the description box has where you can find me online. Purchase and stream my music. So if you're looking to go to iTunes, Spotify, whatever other service. If it's on that list, I should be on it, and you can just type my name in the search bar of the service, find me, listen to my music. The top thing I've got, I always say in the beginning of the video, it's Christian rock, and I don't then go on and on about it because that's not my thing, but I say that link's there. It's really good objective teaching. All I see besides this is subjective teaching, meaning importing traditional, denominational, personal, emotional, text out of context, etc. baggage, skewing the meaning, screwing everybody up, and confusing things. This objective thing that I mention is what does it say? What were the writers intending? Grammar translation from the original languages, because that really clears up stuff, and teaching only with nothing else added. So if you're looking for something that's not a bunch of wishy-washy stupidity, this is where you want to go. So I put it there as a resource, just good teaching. So that's it. I am gonna do my usual thing. The video should be up sometime this afternoon, and that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Till tomorrow. Bye. Try again.